Good morning, friends. In today's lecture, we will discuss spur gear in detail. We will design the teeth of spur gear. For that, we need to know the force acting on spur gear. As we know, the spur gear is transmitting the load from one shaft to another shaft. The gear attached in driving shaft is known as gear, and driven shaft, the gear attached in the driven shaft is known as pinion. So here, the gear, this is the pitch circle of gear, and this is the pitch circle of pinion. We all know that the force transmitting at the pitch point of both gear. So this is the pitch point at which the two forces acting, one is Fr and second is Ft. So Ft is a tangential force and Fr is radial force. So Ft is responsible for transmitting power from gear to pinion, and Fr is radial load which is acting from gear to pinion teeth. Same way, the reaction force from the pinion to gear acting with same magnitude but opposite in direction. It is known as Ft for pinion and Fr for pinion. Now we will discuss the beam strength theory for the spur gear. In this theorem, we are considering our teeth as a cantilever beam, and as we discussed, there are two forces acting on pitch point, which are Fr and Ft, and Ft is at edge point from the bottom or root of the teeth. Here we can replace our teeth with this triangle for simplicity. So our force is acting at this point, Ft, and Fr is acting at point A, and our base is BC. So in cantilever beam, we studied that the maximum force acting at a joint or a bottom of cantilever beam. So the maximum value of bending stress at that point is sigma b is equal to my upon I. So this equation comes from the flexure formula, which is m upon I is equal to sigma b upon y is equal to E upon R. So from this equation we can get this equation. Here m is the moment, y is the distance from the center. Here the thickness of the gear tooth is t, and I is the moment of inertia. So from figure we can easily identify that m upon I, m is equal to Ft into h, is force into distance from the reference axis, and y is equal to t by 2. T is the thickness of tooth, and by 2 means center distance from reference axis to center is t by 2. I is equal to moment of inertia. If we consider cross section BC is a rectangle, so from that we can derive this equation bt cube by 12. Put all these three equations in our previous equation, so we will get sigma w is equal to Ft into h into t by 2. M is replaced with Ft into h, y is replaced with t by 2 and I is replaced with bt cube by 12. Now simplify this equation, we get ft into h into 6 upon bt square. Now uh, take ft as a subject, so our equation becomes sigma w into b into h into t square upon 6 into h. Now for simplifying our equation, let consider t is equal to x into pc. X is any constant and pc is pitch circle diameter, circular pitch. Pc is circular pitch, and h is equal to k into pc. X and k are the constant, so put this constant in our previous equation. So ft is equal to sigma b into sigma w into b into x square into pc square upon 6k into pc. Now replacing, as we know the x and k are the constant, so we can replace x square upon 6 into k with small y. So our equation becomes sigma b into y into pc into y. Now circular pitch is, we can put we can replace circular pitch with pi into m. M is the module, so simply pi into small y become y, capital Y. This equation is also known as Levy's equation for beam strength, and capital Y is Levy's factor. In next lecture we will discuss what is Y and how we can derive from different methods. Thank you.